This is the story of Dearg, the Irish vampire who rose from her grave not for love, but for revenge. And if you ever visit Waterford, some say you can still hear her whisper beneath the soil. Centuries ago, in a small Irish village, there lived a young woman said to be so beautiful, men traveled miles just to catch a glimpse of her. But beauty in those times was a curse. Her father, and a greedy man, saw her not as a daughter, but as a way to gain power. When a wealthy, cruel chieftain offered gold for her hand, her fate was sealed. She cried, begged, and even threatened to run. But no one listened. And so on the day she should have married for love, she was sold instead. The chieftain's castle became her tomb long before she died. Locked away for weeks, beaten when she disobeyed, and paraded like a trophy when she didn't. They say her voice grew quieter each day, and until one morning it stopped completely. Starved, broken, forgotten. She died alone behind cold stone walls, and the world moved on without her. Her father grew rich. Her husband remarried, and no one mourned the girl they had both destroyed. But on the night of her burial, something stirred beneath the ground. The earth shifted, and the air turned cold, because love may fade but vengeance never dies. They say she rose on a pale white moon, her eyes hollow, her lips pale, but her hunger unstoppable. She found her father first. He awoke to the sound of her voice, soft, almost tender, calling his name. When he turned, she was there. And by dawn his breath was gone, his heart as cold as the gold he loved so much. Next came the chieftain. He laughed when he saw her, believing it a dream, until she smiled. And the last thing he saw were her haunting eyes as she stole the life from him. Her name spread across Ireland like wildfire. Dearg, the Red Sorrow. Men whispered of her beauty, and how it was now the last thing you'd ever see. But then, she vanished. Some say the villagers trapped her, burying her beneath a tree with stones so she couldn't rise again. Others believe she still walks the countryside, appearing only to those who mock her story, to remind them it isn't a myth. And in Waterford, at a place called the Tree of Strongbow, people leave offerings on her grave to keep her from awakening again. Every few years, locals claim to see a pale woman in red, wandering the hills under the harvest moon. She calls to men who walk alone, soft, distant, irresistible. They follow the voice and are never seen again. So if you ever visit Ireland and you hear footsteps behind you, or a voice whispering your name, don't turn around, because some love stories never end. They just begin again in darkness.